Today on DC News Now, winds blowing away the clouds, bringing sunny skies to the DMV. Meteorologist Brittany Ward has your full forecast.
Efforts continue to bring a Maryland man wrongfully deported back to the U.S. as one Maryland senator heads to El Salvador to talk to leaders.
Another case of measles has health officials on high alert. Find out if you've been exposed. Also, mixed reaction for the proposed RFK Stadium rebuild. More on local pushback. And we're stretching your dollar with a look at some must-grab Easter deals.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Well, good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for the news at noon. I'm Mark Hall. Sunny skies take over the DMV, and meteorologist Brittany Ward, she's in for Damon Madsen this afternoon. She joined us with the latest check on the forecast. Brittany, it's beautiful outside. Hopefully a sign of things to come.
Yeah, you know, as we head through the day today, we're going to be keeping things quiet, and then it looks like we are going to be tracking a warm up as we end out the week, the work week. So overall, not a bad afternoon across the entire DMV. We are seeing those sunny skies at this hour, and satellite radar showing you not going to be seeing much clouds as we continue to head through the day today. High pressure will continue to build into the area as we head through the rest of your Wednesday. We'll start to see more clear skies later on this afternoon into the evening, but those temperatures will begin to drop. So at least enjoy this afternoon. We're seeing those temperatures right now sitting in the upper 40s to even upper 50s across the area. 57 currently in DC, 58 as you head over there to Fredericksburg, Virginia. A little bit cooler back off to the north and west. Hagerstown right now coming in at 52 degrees, still holding on to the upper 40s there in Cumberland. Now, winds will start to pick up. We're seeing that northwesterly flow that's going to pump in some of the cooler air we're going to be feeling as we head into your Wednesday night. Wind speeds right now staying at about 16 miles per hour in DC. We're starting to see higher wind speeds, though, as you head further north out towards Hagerstown as well as Winchester. You're seeing wind speeds staying at about 23 miles per hour. Gusts today could get up to about 30 miles per hour. The good news is it's not going to be as windy as what we saw yesterday. So keep it here. We'll have a full breakdown of your Wednesday forecast and what to expect, Mark, coming up.
All right, Brittany, thank you. Continuing coverage of the ongoing deportations. ICE has announced that it has arrested over 1,000 undocumented workers since January. Homeland Security officials say that this is the highest rate of arrest in their agency's history. They also say that they are suing businesses that knowingly hired undocumented workers. Well, the case of the Maryland man who was wrongfully deported to El Salvador by the Trump administration, it continues to play out in court. Maryland Senator Chris Van Hollen headed to the country today to press leaders about his return. DC News Now's Candace Cole has the latest.
Federal District Court Judge Paul Lazenis has now ordered the Trump administration to hand over documentation to Kilmar Abrego Garcia's attorneys, laying out exactly what they've done or haven't done to get him back to the U.S. During Tuesday's hearing, Judge Zenis granted a motion to Abrego Garcia's attorneys for an expedited discovery of the federal government's actions to facilitate his return, something the Supreme Court ruled the Trump administration must do in this case. This comes the day after El Salvador's President Nayib Bukele told President Trump he has no plans to send Abrego Garcia back home. The Trump administration has already admitted to deporting Abrego Garcia by mistake when he was rounded up with scores of others believed to have gang ties in El Salvador and Venezuela back on March 12th. Still, they refused to correct the error. The Trump administration continues to accuse Abrego Garcia of being affiliated with the MS-13 gang, but has not provided any evidence to back up that claim. And White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt just yesterday accused him of human trafficking. Now, these are all accusations Abrego Garcia's attorneys have vehemently denied. We should also point out that Abrego Garcia has no criminal record here in the U.S. or in El Salvador. Here's some of what Senator Van Hollen had to say as he was boarding his flight to San Salvador this morning.
The goal of this mission is to let the Trump administration, to let the government of El Salvador know that we are going to keep fighting to bring Abrego Garcia home until he returns to his family. If we get rid of the rule of law and due process in the United States, it's a short road from there to tyranny.
Senator Van Hollen also hopes to see Abrego Garcia for himself and do a wellness check. The Trump administration has until Monday, April 21st to complete the discovery order. In the studio, Candace Cole, DC News Now.
Candace, thank you. We're also hearing from Maryland's other senator, Angela Alsobrooks, on the White House's refusal to bring Abrego Garcia home. She says in part to have a president who not only disregards but so clearly abhors the rule of law will forever change this country for the worse. The administration's seemingly endless cruelty has no boundaries, and it will impact every single American. Well, developing now, a judge granted the Justice Department's request to dismiss the criminal case against an alleged MS-13 gang leader. Henry Jose Villatoro Santos' lawyer requested a judge to not only immediately dismiss the case, saying that he feared that his client would be deported to an El Salvadorian prison. That judge said that they cannot second-guess prosecutors' decision not to pursue the case. Villatoro Santos will not be handed over to immigration officials until Friday morning. An update on the violence at Dulles Airport last month when investigators say that a Maryland man punched a United Airlines employee at the gate. FXNow.com reports Christopher Crittenden was likely drunk. The FBI says that he got upset when his flight was delayed for an hour. He's expected to make his first court appearance this week. Crittenden is charged with interfering with security screening personnel. Well, a man is dead after a house fire in Prince George's County last night. Firefighters are still trying to determine the cause. Our Yamari Sase has more from the scene.
Yeah, I just want to show you the aftermath after yesterday's fire. You can see this door right here has so much smoke damage on it. And even looking at the second floor of the house where firefighters say that's where they saw the intense flames coming from. All of these windows damaged, and also you can see a little bit more damage inside the home. Now, although 2 people were able to escape, unfortunately, 1 person was not. Firefighters returning less than 24 hours later to the neighborhood of a deadly house fire.
I'm Firefighter Jones with the Prince George's County Fire Department.
The goal, to ensure people are prepared in case of any fire emergency.
To talk to the community about the tragic event that happened last night, as well as talk to residents about home escape plans, making sure they have one, assisting them in creating one, as well as we're going to check all the smoke alarms that we can, and then we're going to replace those free of charge.
This comes after a house went into flames Tuesday night on Elon Drive in the Bowie area. Prince George's County firefighters say smoke was coming from the second floor. 3 adults were inside, 2 were able to escape, and firefighters say they were able to get a man out of the house and to the hospital, but his injuries were critical. Less than 2 hours later, firefighters confirmed he died. As neighbors navigate the devastating news, many chose to replace their smoke detectors to ensure safety in their own homes.
Our goal is to make sure that our communities are safe and that they're fire safe and that they're prepared for a tragic event, or they're prepared to handle an event that may occur within their home.
Now, the cause of the fire is still under investigation. Reporting here in Bowie, Maryland, I'm Yalmer Sase, DC News Now.
Yeah, Marie, thank you. Man is accused of skipping out on paying his Metro fare, then stabbing a transit officer who tried to confront him. This happening yesterday afternoon at the Navy Yard Metro station. Investigators say the suspect attacked the officer with a sharp metal object. The officer has cuts and puncture wounds on his face, but he's expected to be okay, and he remains on duty. The suspect facing charges including assault of a law enforcement officer. Well, Department of Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy says the officer is in good spirits. He shared these photos from the scene, which is right next to the DOT headquarters. Well, just last month, President Trump signed an executive order to crack down on crime on Metro. This comes as Metro released data showing that serious crime is significantly down on trains and buses. Well, looking ahead to next Tuesday, Montgomery County is offering free rides to its Ride-On bus service. It's to mark the 55th anniversary of Earth Day. The County Department of Transportation says that it plans to convert nearly 400 Ride-On buses to a zero-emissions fleet by 2030. Well, Easter is around the corner, and the National Retail Federation says families are going to spend about $23 billion on the holiday. So where can you get the best deals? DC News Now's Haley Milan is helping you stretch your dollar as you hunt for those important savings.
National Retail Federation's annual survey explores how Americans will be observing the day. It found that people feel Easter traditions are meaningful, particularly during times of economic uncertainty. The survey also finds that many have a sweet tooth. Candy is the biggest item people are shopping for. Target's Dollar Spot has tons of pastel trinkets, bubbles, and bunnies to stick in baskets. Many items just $1 each. Head to the candy aisle for buy one, get one 25% off bags of chocolates and candies to fill your eggs with. Love 'em or hate 'em, Target's got plenty of peeps. This year, the most divisive candy even comes in Dr. Pepper flavor. If you're really going wild stuffing your kids' baskets this year, Five Below might be your spot. Easter-themed toys, candies, and bunny ears all line the shelves. Are you hosting an epic egg hunt? Here's where you'll find huge savings. Dollar Tree. Get a dozen plastic eggs for just $1.25. Actual eggs have never been more expensive, and that's why some are decorating fake eggs this year. Michael's is selling Easter-themed crafting kits. NRF says more than half of people celebrating will be cooking for family and friends. Walmart's special Easter meal is about $35 to feed 6 people, including ham, potatoes, veggies, mac and cheese, rolls, and cake. I'm Haley Milon, DC News Now.
All right, thanks to Haley. Well, these Easter candies are so popular that there's even a peep show happening in Maryland right now. It's put on by the Carroll County Arts Council. It's marshmallow masterpieces crafted with peeps, and the show is at the Town Hall of Westminster in Westminster. It ends Sunday. Admission is free. And coming up on DC News Now at noon, the district is dealing with its second measles exposure. We've got the latest on the most recent case.
And we are going to be tracking more sunny skies as we head through your day today. And at times it will be breezy. So keep it here. We'll have a breakdown of that Wednesday forecast up next.